And I need this.
His block was given.
We
The
good.
way of living right. He said,
So,
no ragtime singing tonight.
get to the front of the book. How you feeling today, bro?
Questions prepared?
Hey, you know, I always got to have a few questions written down, you know what I'm saying, in the Lucky Handbook. Found your page. So let's just, you know, first let's start by telling people where we are right now, what location is this, and who you are, and whatever you want to tell the people just to get us going.
Yeah. Am I looking at the camera?
You don't have to. You
No?
can be free, you know?
Yeah. So right now we're at Blue Hour Cafe. This was my private studio for the longest, but we're transitioning it into a coffee shop for the community. It's a new venture that I kind of just undertook with a few partners. But my name is Brema, founder and creative director of Unfinished Legacy, and a co-owner at Blue Hour Cafe.
Yes. And I didn't get the chance to make it to the Cars and Coffee, but how was that, man? I was definitely jelly when I seen all the videos. I'm like, dang, bro, I overslept. I'm salty. I'm salty. So how was the Cars and Coffee though?
Yo, you're not the only one, bro.
Yeah.
I had plenty of friends that were like, 8 a.m. was too early, man. I couldn't do it.
Bro.
But man, it was incredible. I was surprised to, you know, Wisconsin is such an interesting state. There's a lot of communities, but you never really know unless you tap in with them. So the car community here is insane, man. There were some crazy cars. I thought I was in Japan for a second, bro. There's like some Skylines that pulled up.
I
like
seen some Porsches.
Crazy Porsches. Man, it was wild. It was beautiful though. It was cool to just bring that community together, and everybody was excited. Everybody was respectful, nice. The neighbors loved it. Yeah, it was great. We're planning on doing more next year, so hopefully do close down the whole block and do something larger.
No, I ain't gonna lie, y'all definitely showed out. I ain't gonna lie. People that came, y'all snapped, because it was looking crazy. It looked real good. So let's just start. I just had the first question is, how did you get started on this journey? You know, this journey into Unfinished Legacy and just your whole brand and your life. You know.
Yeah. So I moved here in 2010 from Kenya, but I was originally born in Sudan. So lived in Kenya as a refugee immigrant for most of my upbringing. And then when I moved here, it was just a search for identity. You know, I loved art. I loved just doing art, drawing, painting, whatever it is, anything artistic I was into. So when I moved here, I got really interested in street art and skateboarding around the same time. Skateboarding was just caught my interest, just seeing, it's like, oh, this thing looks cool. I want to try it, and kind of got sucked into that world, and such a beautiful community.
Yeah, I love
skateboarding was the first community that like accepted me, never judged, and everybody was cool, and that's something that I still embody with the brand. And throughout high school, I did a lot of internships, so learned how to screen print, and from there I was like, oh, this is how t-shirts are made. So I started the label Unfinished Legacy around my sophomore year in high school.
That's early. And I was gonna say skateboarding, I feel like the community always, like, people always end up like starting there and then venturing off into different, like the car community, a lot of them are skaters, rappers, now it's a lot of skaters, so it's like a lot of different communities.
Yeah, I think
like
skateboarding, it just builds you, man. Like it's a culture that you figure it out, you know? It's like, when you explore a new city, there's usually like ledges, but like us skaters, we see differently. You know, we see the world completely different. It's like the world is our playground. So I do a lot of like my favorite directors, like, you know, music video directors to like clothing brand owners. A lot of them come from skateboarding, and it shapes all of us to be very, very creative people.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that, you know, working everything in the space and all that, man. So I definitely do think skateboarding is one of those originators, especially artists in general. And what motivates you as an artist, or a designer, artist and designer,
Man.
or some things? 'Cause,
Yeah, motivation, inspiration. I think for me, it just comes from a place of representing.
Yeah.
You know, like I think I come from a unique background, and I want to take this far so that I could represent those that also come from the same background. Not only, you know, Africa, but also Milwaukee, Black and brown youth, you know, immigrants. It's like all of it. There's a large representation that I try to carry with me as I grow this brand. And also, man, to like, you know, I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't see a bright future for my team and to build something that's much more greater than like just me alone, you know. Like
Yeah.
the goal is to leave an impact, build a community, and just bring something to the world that's a little positive, you know.
Yeah.
Like this world needs it.
No, facts. I was, me and my guy was just saying, we see the brand everywhere and everything, and it's beautiful to see, because it's really a community. It's not just like you just selling clothes, you know what I'm saying? And all the pieces be definitely quality if we want to get into that, but we wasn't even gonna go there yet. But yeah, we definitely see the work for sure. It's beautiful, bro. So how did you, or let's say I like to ask, like, how do you go, like, I know inspirations come from anywhere, but like, let's say a new piece, like, is there a certain thing that sparks a new piece or a new drop, or you know we're gonna go this route for fall, or you know we're gonna go this route for, you know what I'm saying? Like, what sparks that initial thought? Like,
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes from like my own like personal wardrobe too. Like, what do I like about, and a lot of it I pull from like vintage pieces and references, skateboarding as well too, and just functional wear. Like, Milwaukee gets really cold, so like when I think about like designing like a hoodie that's coming from Milwaukee, it has to be something that's heavy and that'll keep you warm.
facts.
So that's kind of, you know, I try to think of function, but also like my own like personal style and taste. But inspiration's everywhere. I think I love the Midwest for its workwear, and what's crazy, I don't think we get enough credit, but I think the Midwest has really influenced and shaped fashion. You can't look at high-end fashion and not see a reference coming from the Midwest, especially like some of the higher brands like Louis Vuitton. Like, you look at them and you're like, why is the runway all like workwear? And like, you know, it's
exactly.
like it's all
Exactly.
getting pulled from here. So I think for me as a up and coming designer, it's like appreciating things that maybe a lot of people might overlook in a city like Milwaukee. All the like industrial areas, you get it, you know, you've explored this whole city. So
warehouses,
warehouses,
everywhere,
trains,
plenty train tracks,
exactly,
graffiti on the wall on
exactly.
every train, you know what I'm saying?
So that's where, like, I mean, inspiration comes from there, and also just like my like life too. Like, I think when I think about the brand and it being like positioned as a community first, I think a lot about identity, and lately I've been thinking a lot of also where I come from. Tribalism is such a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I come from the Nuba tribe, and when you Google images from the Nuba tribe, you see people painting their faces, people wearing some very different tribal stuff. And when it comes to the brand approach, I try to see it that way, because I want people to identify each other using the brand. So that's a way of like breaking that barrier. If you see someone wearing Unfinished Legacy, you could go approach them and have a conversation, because that layer is already broken.
Yeah, no, facts. Literally, every time I see somebody out, we both have a piece on or whatever it is. If I see them with it on, nice shirt, bro. Like, it's just it's a community for real. Like,
Exactly.
You'll be surprised, especially if you wearing something that they may have not seen, like a drop or an old drop.
Yeah.
Or let's say you got
Old
that
ones,
jacket on they never seen. They like, bro, where did you get, like, how much did you pay for one? It'd be hilarious. But I was gonna say, what does Milwaukee mean to Unfinished Legacy? Like, what role does this community like play? Or you already talked about it a little bit, but
yeah,
you know, how was it pivotal?
This is where I found my identity, man. Like, again, skateboarding. Like, I know this whole city like the back of my hand, because I've skateboarded everywhere. I've taken the bus everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and I take pride in that. Like, it was a great way for me to like explore the city, hopping on the bus, riding the whole bus and just seeing how neighborhood changes. So I learned a lot about Milwaukee through that. You know, you literally ride the bus from North Ave down by the lake all the way down to like Tosa.
Facts.
Man, you get to see the disparity, the history of Milwaukee. You get to visually see it, and I'm a visual learner, so I think Milwaukee to me is hometown. Like this is where, you know, I've moved a lot throughout my whole upbringing. So, but Milwaukee is one of the first place and only place that I've lived for like maybe more than 10 years without like having to move too much. I mean, I went out to LA for a couple years, but I still, the whole point of that was to find more resources and to come back and build here. I see a lot of potential for this place, you know, and that's the other reason why I'm also here.
Facts.
Yes, beautiful city.
And I definitely had a question about that too. Like, what did you take from going to all these places and like LA? You lived in LA. Like, what did you take from those places and bring like back to the city almost, or you took these traits and came back to the city that made you like successful, basically?
Yeah, I mean, Milwaukee is beautiful in its own ways, but there's also room for growth. You know, room for, I think, the taste level that's coming from LA or New York or Japan or whatever. Yeah, it's a little more mature and more elevated. This is still a young city. Yeah, you know, it needs a lot of us to go out and find what Milwaukee might need or might lacks, and then we just bring it back. So, and for me, like when I went out to LA, just a big perspective shift for me, like being able to live there for like 2 years and like just figuring it out. When I came back, opening that store wasn't as scary as it would have been if I didn't move out.
Yeah,
you know, like
saw that other perspective.
Yeah, it's like, wow, like everything is expensive out there, and like you come here, it's like, okay, it's not too bad. Even like this building right now, like having a studio like this, out in LA, it probably cost me an arm and a leg.
Yeah, triple what you paying.
Like, yeah, it's I still appreciate it. It's a good place to like sit and like chill and like work. You kind of change the pace, however you know you see it fit. But I think to me, I like to explore the world and like bring things back. So like with this cafe too, like my idea for it's like Japanese inspired. Like want it to be small, cozy, intimate. Yes. A little different than like what you normally see. You know, most places here like appreciate the rustic and like the Cream City brick.
Warehouse,
like we take pride in that. I'm kind of like, I appreciate it, but I'm also like on like let's progress.
Yeah,
like, let's progress forward.
Let's expand
in design and in curations of space and also like broadening our own like taste palette. You know?
Yeah, facts. We definitely need more of that in the city because it is just a lot of warehouse buildings and it looks good, all the warehouse feel, and like you said, the Cream City brick, and then like you'll see the brewery in the background where they're actually making it. Like, I love that stuff. Yeah. But there's always more. There's so many people here. There's 500,000 people here. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
It's different. There's so many different types of people. We should include all types of culture in all these spots. Yeah. And I had one question. Since we just talking about just when we talked about how much this costs, what is your dream house? You got a dream house or a dream place to live?
Yeah. I mean, when it's all said and done, and I'm ready to retire, like have kids and settle down, like I think, man, LA for now. Just I love plants, bro. Like to be able to grow and garden all year round, man. That would be a dream, and to just have a nice sports car you could take along the coast, you know, like
every day. You don't got to worry about the weather.
Yeah, that's a dream. Definitely for sure a dream of mine. But I'm also, you know, I want to travel a lot more too, just to explore the places. I know for sure I want to build a house in Kenya, something for, you know, moms and myself too. But to be able to like have different places to bounce around, it would be nice. And I was just in Pakistan not too long ago.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Man,
how was
like
that?
I would, if I could, I would definitely get a house out there.
Yeah.
Just
is it cheaper? Land is cheaper out there also, or
I'm not too sure on the real estate. Probably way more cheaper than LA or something. You know? Same thing with like Kenya. Like, you know, you could 100,000 could go a long way. So it's just a matter of time right now. All my funds go into all these businesses and ideas I have.
Facts.
But yeah, to go back to your question, man, it was great. It was my first time in Asia. It was incredible.
Yeah, I know that was nice, man. I saw the pictures. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
this looks crazy.
I need to spend more time out there. Like, yeah.
My sister, she just came back from Uzbekistan. She was showing me those pictures. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And the time zone difference be wild too, though. That was what really blew me when I went to Japan.
I came back. I was a morning person for maybe a week and a half. I was waking up at like 5 a.m.
Oh, what the, up real early, like ready to get the day going. I ain't gonna lie. You will come back inspired. I would say that.
Yeah.
What you got any like future collabs coming up, or any maybe even a dream collab? Like it can be anything. It don't have to be just clothes.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of, it's part of growing a streetwear brand. It's collaboration.
Yeah.
That's one of the key factors to growing a brand is to collab. But it's something brewing at the Milwaukee Art Museum, so I'm really excited for that. Just what that place symbolized to me, and that's where I think that's the birthstone of Unfinished Legacies, where the brand name came about.
Yeah.
But like dream collabs, man, I think about just to dream bigger and to not put any limitation on like what's possible. Like a Porsche collab would be sick.
Oh my
You
gosh.
know, I don't want to.
Don't say that.
There's like an airplane collab would be sick.
Yeah.
Like Virgil kind of paved the way in like just dreaming bigger.
Yeah.
But I think all of those things are possible. I don't want
possible.
to. I've been really trying to like train my mind to not think of any limitation. Like just anything you think about and you put in the energy toward, you could achieve. And
No, that's facts.
I try to live that way.
That is facts. I will say. What is your what's one of the well, since we're talking about collabs, like what's one of the collabs that was one of your favorite, or like one you are most memorable of sometimes, or proud of, whatever it may be?
Yeah. Man, all the small moments with the brand, I'm when I reflect, it's just all proud moments. But like right away, like our first Bucks collab was great. It was meant so much to me.
Yeah.
And then when we did a collaboration with Muhammad Ali, like that was also a very memorable collaboration, because I got to actually do it the way I wanted it. Approach, like worked with Nico Ali, his grandson, which is that's
beautiful.
how more can you? That's legacy, right?
Yeah, what
there,
more can you ask for?
So being able to story tell that was incredible, and it all just worked out perfectly. And man, and that was also symbolized a pillar for what Unfinished Legacy could become. There's a whole sector of like doing estate collabs. Not only Muhammad Ali, but like once we were ready, there's a whole list of people I want to collaborate with. Bob Marley, Miles Davis. The list could go on. But that's just only a matter of time right now. It was good to have that first proof of concept, understand the business and legality around what it means to do a collab with an estate, and then I think in the next couple of years, like that's really going to help us like grow and really hone in the message and like spread it like worldwide.
Yeah, and I feel like the legality stuff and the financial and all those pieces really be playing a factor on, especially in our community, because we just think you can just collab and do whatever you want, and without even thinking about you just being creative. You're not thinking about all the legal stuff. So that definitely is important. What time? How much time we got left? We good? 19. Bet. Let me see. Speaking of time, actually, I have a question right here that is asking you, how important is time to you? Like, how important is time? Like, when you spend, because I know me, I will sit down and I'll be calculating, like, okay, I need to be 3 hours here and I need to go here and I need to do something. Like, even like time is in a long frame or in like a short concept. Like, how important is time to you?
Man, time is everything. I mean, it's one thing you can't buy.
Yeah, facts.
Like, so one thing we all got the same of.
Yeah, and it's expiring every day it goes down. That's wild.
Yeah, a rich person can't buy more time.
Yeah.
Same thing. Like we all have the same amount of time. You get to decide how you utilize it. And especially as I'm taking on more project and juggling a lot more, it's really important to be on time with a lot of things. Not only there's every aspect of what I do revolve around time. Like manufacture. Like most days I'm either gonna stay up till like 2 a.m. talking to my manufacturer, or I wake up early at 4 a.m. to talk to my manufacturer. And that's all revolving around time. Sampling time, final sample approval and like turnaround for bulk production. It's all time, bro.
Yeah.
Like all of it, you know. So it's like running a clothing brand and just business in general. Like you have to have a crazy time management, especially if you want to like accomplish a lot, you know.
Yeah, facts.
So and the other thing too is like spending work hours, not just being busy but actually being productive.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
you know, you could be sitting behind your desk for 8 hours, but at the end of that 8 hours, what could you show up for? What could you show for? Do you actually accomplish stuff, or you just, you know?
Or you just there?
So
Yeah.
and also like the timing on like, man, with design too, man. Some things just take long. Like you would think a year is a long time, but it's not.
No,
Like
it's
this
not.
year is over. Like
That quick. It
basically.
went by so fast.
So yeah, this was the fastest year for me. Like
Yeah,
like,
it's insane. Especially, I don't know, after COVID, I feel like stuff started to move a little quicker. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if we just feel like we have less time because we stayed in the crib for a minute.
I think it's maybe after a certain age, man. Like time just, like fall is here. A week from now, like all these leaves will be gone. You know,
That's what's
just,
insane.
Like, so crazy,
And I never seen this building without the leaves. So I wonder what it's going to look like.
bro. It's just all roots. It's just gonna all be like roots.
Yeah,
the whole
brown.
thing.
It's gonna be brown.
And this is like a perfect example of like I get to like experience it like visually and like it just.
And
in
you're going to
front
be
of me all
documenting it the
time.
whole time without even knowing. You've been taking pictures probably
Oh yeah,
around here every
this
day
whole-
without
yeah,
even.
this whole space.
Yeah. So that's going to be crazy to see. I ain't going to lie. Is there any upcoming projects or anything people should be knowing about, looking out for with the brand? Drops?
Yeah, we just released our fall winter stuff. We're getting a lot of them in store right now. So that's the other thing. Like we did the drop, shipping was a little delayed, so we're receiving everything this week. You know, people are already like going to the store like, hey, is it here yet? I'm like, nah, a couple more days.
They do be ready.
That's the timing too, you know.
Yep.
And also like being a small brand, like sometimes it's hard to like just upfront all the costs to get everything made on time. So it's like you gotta really time everything. It's like, okay, I'm gonna drop this, make some funds, and drop the next one, and then you just kind of
Yeah.
like building this momentum.
It's always going to be time. I'm not gonna lie.
But I'm excited. Building this coffee shop has been an exciting journey for me. I think with the brand, like it could get a little stressful and that was like my first business, just understanding and learning it. This is another business I'm adding under my belt, and it's been able to like show me a different way of like approaching business. So yeah, excited to open this. It's gonna launch January. And coming back to time when I first pitched the idea to like my business partners, I was so optimistic. I was like, October 25th. I think let's have that as the launch date.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way.
Yeah,
no way.
That's because you know when you're creative.
You're at the mercy of the city approving stuff. You're at the mercy of like
I learned that with
contractors.
restaurants. Man, they got to go through restaurants got to go through we got to get your state credentials, and you just need to be whatever. All
and
that
then
stuff.
by the time you're ready, it's like 2 years went by with no business, you know. So
Man.
so I'm trying to just be like optimistic. Like we've been like, and the other thing too is just being creative, the way you approach it. Like I'm you know, when there's a problem, it's like, okay, how do you go around? Like this place, everyone keep hitting me up like, congrats on the new coffee shop. I'm like, we just did the cars and coffee.
Yeah,
This place is still
it's
not
still
open.
in the works.
Like,
It's still in the works.
But like from the outside, it seemed like, oh shit,
You got it together
coffee
already.
shop is running.
Yeah.
But like, nah. We're still trying to figure out plumbing. We're still doing the build out. And I really want to take my time and give this place justice. The exterior is beautiful. And I just want to make sure that the inside space also fits. This is the one business I'm not going to like DIY it like I did with Unfinished Legacy. Our space downtown still, like, once I'm done here, I'm shifting all my focus to make sure that space looks the way I envision it. So it's a lot of like give and take, but
Yeah, because you said you was going for that Japanese type of look in there, right? So
yeah, I'll show you all the concept for the whole thing. I'm so excited, man.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna be.
I feel like the cars and coffee was a great way to start. I ain't
Oh
gonna
yeah,
lie.
it was a
'Cause
great
like you
way
said,
to
people think it's going.
Yeah, to get people familiar with it and the whole concept and the name. You know, that's the other thing. Like the legals, man. Like this is something that I don't enjoy, but like you have to do it, man.
Yeah.
Like sometimes like when an idea is too good, like you have to involve lawyers and attorneys.
Nah,
and, you know,
facts. 'Cause
so-
people will
and that
take
all that stuff costs money too. Like I learned the hard way. Like in high school, I was like looking up unfinishedlegacy.com. I was like, okay, like I don't have money to buy it right now, but dude, a couple weeks later, somebody bought it trying to sell it to me for $2,000.
What?
Unfinishedlegacy.com, and then I was like, I just bought it not to like maybe a year ago because I had the bread for it. I was like, I'm gonna just own it just so nothing. You know?
Yeah.
So I own the domain, but just something as simple
something
as that.
like
you
that.
know?
Yeah, they may steal your usernames, try
Yeah,
to sell your
yeah,
username. Man, I heard all.
exactly.
That's weird though, man. If
Yeah.
you doing that, you dead wrong. I ain't gonna lie.
it's straight like there's businesses that's all that's what they do, you know. And I'm always just like if trademarking, not even trademarking, getting your domain name, even like your first last name.com.
Yeah.
It's important because you never know. You might blow up one day and then someone's trying to.
Make
I have
money
a
off your
friend in
name.
LA, Reese Cooper actually. Someone bought his domain, is trying to sell it to him for $25,000.
Like that.
And I was like, 2K is nothing like compared to that, you know. So
like what?
it's wild. It's wild.
That's ridiculous. That's really ridiculous.
Yeah.
But nah, I definitely like the intentionality going into the space because the places in Japan were just very peaceful when you walk in. I ain't gonna lie, it's like a different type of.
Man, I can't wait to
when you
share
walk in there.
what we have planned for this. You're gonna love it. You're
I know.
gonna
I
love it.
definitely got to see it, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was great. Let me see. Let me make sure I didn't miss out on something I really want to ask.
And it didn't rain. It was perfect.
And it didn't rain. It rained a little, but nothing crazy. Favorite collab? I think I got everything, man. Oh yeah, actually, this is the question we can end off on right here. When people see Unfinished Legacy, when they see it, you know, on somebody's shirt, on my chain, on your jacket, on his shirt, on their shirt, it's like 1 million people are behind the cameras right now. If y'all don't know, what do you want them to see?
I think I want it to be like a moment of like self-reflection, you know, in a way, like if the brand could like act as a mirror to the world or like to the viewer, like I think that I'm accomplishing my goal with the brand because it's you know reflecting on like what's your legacy, how do you plan to impact this world positively, and what can you do today to be better, you know, than you were yesterday.
Facts.
So just like those moments of improvement, and the butterfly also just represent this transformation, you know. It's like this delicate creature, you know, so it's like reflect on like where you are now and like what do you hope to like transform into, which is ultimately at the full form a butterfly that's taken off, you know.
Yeah, no, I can
Little creature that can fly from here all the way to Mexico.
Yeah, on what the
wild.
I was about to say, starting from a cocoon though,
Yeah.
caterpillar. That's what be crazy, the growth. So yeah, no, I definitely that's one reason why I love the brand is because of the name. Because Unfinished Legacy, like a lot of older people, when they see the shirts I be wearing and all that, they really stop to read them, like what the message is, like everything. So the work and all the stuff you're doing is definitely paying off for sure.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you for letting me interview you, bro.
Oh, yeah.
This was definitely
Thank
great.
you. Yeah.
I want to see the designs for the.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited to show you.
Yeah, we got to do that right now. So, hey, we'll catch y'all later on the flip. This was a great time. We're here. This will be by the time. Well, now y'all gonna see this soon, but y'all stop to the cafe. Blue Hour. We have Blue Hour. Hey, come to the cafe, please, please. No, we good.
Dude, thank you. That was pretty.
No, that was fun, man.
It's like a choir from on high broke loose. If the devil brought it, the good Lord sent it right down to me. Let the congregation join while I sing those loving and Hager blues.